I'm sure that everyone in this room has a story about Don Young, and I look forward to hearing those stories on another day. He was a personal friend of my family and a mentor, so it is quite an honor to carry House Bill 141, establishing June 9th as Don Young Day today. Thank you so much. Representative Young passed away during his 49th year and 25th term in the U.S. House of Representatives. During his nearly half-century of service, Congressman Young established a record of extraordinary effectiveness across 10 presidential administrations and all manners of congressional majorities. The average member of Congress doesn't get one bill passed, and if you look at the bills passed by Congressman Young, the list is 28 pages long. Young served 3 terms as the chairman of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, and every bill that passed had 75 votes from all members on the floor. Many think that was due to some respect for the chairman and maybe a little bit of fear. But he ran a tight ship, and it benefited all of America and Alaska. As powerful as Don Young was, he never forgot Alaska's hardworking families. For example, when per diem rates had fallen so that Alaska construction workers weren't able to pay enough for shelter when they were working at remote job sites, Don Young raised per diem so that Alaskans could have a warm place to sleep after a 12 or 14-day shift, or hour shift out in the cold. And that is really what distinguished Don Young. I don't think there's another elected official in our history who had such a close connection to someone working as a deckhand in the Bering Sea, someone a construction worker on a remote site, or a subsistence hunter trying to feed the family. Congressman Young's last generational achievement was passage of the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, or IJA, transformational legislation that represents the largest investment in infrastructure since the Interstate Highway Act. Our senators wrote this bill and guided it through the Senate, but when polarization and opposition from Green New Deal Democrats caused this bill to be at risk of dying, the congressman worked with Speaker Pelosi to deliver the votes. Passage of the infrastructure bill was quintessential Don Young, a bipartisan achievement for Alaska that was only possible because of the decades-long relationships that he had built. Given Don Young's tenure of service, no floor statement can begin to do justice, but passage of this legislation today is at least a modest step toward helping Alaska remember his legacy. And Mr. President, I look forward to us all being home in district to celebrate Don Young Day on June 9th.